Hello everyone, this is Rick Mantei. I'm going to talk today about Santa Claus. Now, when I came up, growing up during the 50s, Santa Claus was a big deal. You didn't have Walmarts and Kmart's and Costco's and all this stuff. It was a big deal to get a present. It was a big deal to get candy. I mean, we had socks and heck, even if we got fruit in it, we were happy. Today, kids will throw stones at that kind of stuff. They want much more exciting things than that. So how do you bring back any kind of really fun stuff to Christmas? Well, Santa Claus started back in the Middle Ages, and gradually in the United States, it pretty much happened in the 19th or 17th century. This image originated in North America during the 19th century, rather, influenced by Dutch immigrants who brought the legend of St. Nicholas to 17th century New Amsterdam, present-day New York, and has been maintained and reinforced through song, radio, television, children's books, family Christmas traditions, films, and advertising. He's also known as St. Nicholas, St. Nick, Father Christmas, Kris Kringle, and of course Santa Claus. Now, what did I do? I'm going to tell you a little story about me that has turned into be something that's really been pretty cool. About 10 years ago, I had this guy that was our Santa at our Christmas parties at the State Museum. And he was also an employee of the people that kept all our offices up. He was really a great guy. And he was about my age. Well, anyway, he was our Santa Clauses. So I put him in my cell phone as Santa. Okay, why? I could remember him. His name was Richard, but I could remember him by Santa. So that's what I put in there. Well, what happened was one day, my little girl, who's about 8 years old, she's in the back seat playing on my cell phone. And he calls. He had something to talk to me about one of the offices. He calls. And she goes, "Dad, Santa's calling you." Because it lit up, said Santa. Well, I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I got to pull something out of my butt quick. So I said, "That's Santa, huh?" I said, "Well, tell him what you want for Christmas." This was in like August. I said, "Tell him what you want for Christmas." Well, Richard played it to a T. He was fantastic. And she said, "Is this Santa?" And of course, right off the bat, he played it. And he goes, "Yeah." Well, anyway, what happened after that is every year until she left for college this year, I called him every year and had her talk to Santa, right? Well, when she got old enough to dig into my cell phone and find out the number, I took it out of my phone. But I left it in there on the day that I called him. It was there then. And then she would see Santa light up on my phone. And I told her, I said, because I believe in Santa, he gives me his personal cell number. That's why all your kids are going to say there's no Santa. That's fine. They don't believe, and their parents don't believe. That's why they don't know anything. They don't get no cell phone number. I get the personal cell phone number. These kids buy off on it, and you know what? Life is hard, but this gives them one day that they can really believe, fantasize, and have the greatest time in the world. Now that my daughter's in college, she called me up the other day. She says, "Dad, all right, I probably finally figured this thing out, that you got a ruse going on here, and what's the story?" And I told her what was going on. She's 19 years old, so I told her what was going on. And she said, "You know what? That was so special all those years that you kept that going. And I kept believing until probably the last couple of years. And it was so special, it was so fun." Well, now we got a 6-year-old. We do the same thing with her. And so she picks up my phone. I call Santa, quote Santa, before, tell him everything that's happened during the year with either one of the girls. And then when they pick up my phone, we arrange a time. We did Sarah's Scarlett's like 2 weeks ago. We did it. And when they do it, Santa knows everything they did, and Santa's all ready for it, and then they tell them all they want, and they talk and they yak. And this conversation probably takes a half hour, but you talk about special and fun. So try it. I think you'll enjoy it. Have a Merry Christmas.